Oh, yeah. What's going on, guys? Big Rob here. Not a brewing video, but I missed you guys. I haven't put a video in a little while, and I missed the comments. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna blast one out. It's Friday afternoon. Not a rough day. Shite day at work. Shite week at work. So I decided to have a couple pours a little bit earlier, and I said, no time like the present to get on and see my peeps. So what's going on, gang? If you don't know who I am, guys, you can check me out at makebeereasy.com. I used to do a lot of beer reviews kind of when I was first getting going with videos for home brewing and stuff. I'd also review craft beers and other homebrewers' beers. Kind of got away from that, but I said, you know what? Why don't we do that today? Now it's funny, when I review a beer, I'm a beer lover. So unless it's pure shite, then I'm always like, yeah, the beer's good. It's good. And I just really get on here and chat with y'all. But anyway, if you've been following me a little bit, I've been on this little bit of a kick. Isn't that crazy? I just looked it up again. I know this it's a beer concoction. It's a beer cocktail, okay? Where you mix some shit together. Sorry, I'm on YouTube. I'm supposed to say shite. Not allowed to curse. They'll boot me off. I'm not even allowed to have music playing. I usually have music playing, but then YouTube's like, oh, it's copyright infringement. I'm like, give me a damn break, man. I just got music playing in the background. Anyway, so I know there's a bunch of different names. I'm just trying to look at my computer while I'm doing this. For this concoction. Some people call it a dark and tan, which I know with my good friends over in Ireland, that's almost a swear word or words. But to me, dark and tan is there's bad history behind that. But what that is to me is a Guinness, a stout with like a lager, say a harp or something. What I've been into recently is because this summer has been actually absolutely horse shit here in New Brunswick. July has just been, it's raining it now. It's just been raining, so I'm not into my typical light beers. I'm a weather beer drinker. When the weather's nice, summertime, I like the lighter beers, maybe the IPAs, maybe, you know, pale ales, whatever, maybe some Mexican cerveza, that type of deal. When it gets cold around here in Canada, I go to the darker beers. This summer, I've been drinking ambers, reds, and my good old stouts. But there's been this concoction, I found the name. I was told it was called a Blacksmith. I like to call it a Boilermaker, but it's not a Boilermaker. Boilermaker, then you take a shot of whiskey, and then you slam back a beer, you drop the whiskey into the beer, and off you go. This is called a Blacksmith, where you take these two Irish beers, which are both delicious, by the way. Good old Guinness, and see, over here we call it the Smithwicks, okay? Now I've been corrected, because again, I did a video on my Facebook a while ago about this, and I was corrected by some of my good Irish buddies. And they're like, it's not Smith, you don't pronounce the W, apparently, like Smithwicks, something like that. And I had to Google it, and apparently it's true. I know what it sounds like I'm saying, Smithwicks. Oh, maybe I nailed it. Maybe I did it that time. Anyway, you guys let me know. So what you do, you pour half and I've already had a couple pints, as you can see. Fill up half the pint with the Smithwicks, and then on top of it, you're supposed to get all fancy, and you put the rest of the other half of the Guinness in on top, and of course, you know, you're supposed to pour it nicely over the spoon so it layers, and I can't do that shit. I just make a big mess. So instead, I make a mess out of this whole concoction, and it ends up being one hell of a foamy ass beer, because I believe this is brewed by Guinness now also, and it's just creamy as hell and lots of head on it. But that's better. Earlier today I was just pouring shite right out of her and just dumping her in there. Man, the head was heavy on it. That's a pretty beer. It's real good. If you've never had it, I highly recommend it. I had it years ago, and I've just been having it again recently. I guess it's the original. From my research, it's the original red ale. I just did a post on my blog, makebeereasy.com, about how to brew a red ale. I gave you my recipe for my sister Sarah. If you haven't checked that out, head over to the blog. Top of the blog, there's a link. It's got recipes, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm starting to do posts about my best recipes. So for example, this one's a red ale. I did a post on the red ale. Give you a little history on red ale if you're a history buff, if you like some beer history and that type of shite. Give you a little history, and apparently in my research, this is like the first red ale, which is kind of cool. Didn't know that until I did the research. And then I give you the actual recipe as well as, you know, how to brew it and all that stuff. So check that out. I got one going right now. So I think I got about 5 or 6 recipes up right now under that heading, makebeereasy.com. I'll put the link in the video, or not in the video, but in the damn description. I'll put the link there so you can go over if you want to see these recipes. A lot of them were the top sellers at my brew pub that I used to own. And I'm just putting them out there. Oh man, shook that bad boy up. Oh, Guinness shook that up. So this is where it gets real crazy. Because you're supposed to use that spoon to put it in nicely. Look at that. See that? This is bullshit. That is a milkshake right there. Might have been the nicest milkshake I've ever had. Anyway, so that sucks. So that's why you're supposed to use that spoon to let that pour in there nicely and just kind of cascade down into the red ale. So I'll come back to that in a second when it actually looks the way it should look. It's really good tasting. I really enjoy it. Like I say, they're both real creamy, and it's nice, man. It's probably my fourth or fifth time drinking this what we call it again. It's Blacksmith. This summer, I'm enjoying it. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, over the blog, I think I got 5 or 6 of them there, and I'm working on so what do I got? I've got an American IPA. I've got a red ale. What else do I got over there? I've got my stout, which is, I call it the G2 because it's basically, I love Guinness, and one of my goals is always to brew something as close as I could possibly do to a Guinness, and it's the closest so far. Still working on it, but I like it. I think you'll like it. What the hell else do I get there? I got an American Pale Ale there. I think I got a British Pale Ale there, and I'm working on a wheat beer right now, American wheat beer. So you can check that out. Again, I'll put the link to those over there. Anyway, so this son of a bitch is gonna take forever to get rid of that head, but it's delicious, guys. If you haven't tried it before, give it a go. That's what I got, guys. Like I say, I haven't done a video in a while. Thought I'd get on here. What else is going on? Got all the ingredients for brew days. Man, summertime hit. I got a sailboat, and I've just been out sailing and having some pours when I'm able to, when it's not raining. And it's kind of, I got to get it set up to fermentation chamber where I can ferment when it gets too warm. Either that, or you know what I'm going to do is one of the videos I am going to do for sure is a swamp bucket that'll help with fermentation temperatures too. If somebody doesn't want to go out and get themselves a fermentation chamber. So I'm going to do that. I got some requests recently to go back to the can of goo. Go back to the origins, the old Big Robb origins story. Kind of like a Marvel feckin' superhero here. Go back to my origin stories and do some can of goo brews. And I've been thinking about doing that. So it's funny, I got a request the other day, and I've been thinking about doing it. Just do a video or 2 on it. Do some different tests on it. There's different things you can do to make it taste better. The biggest being change the yeast out of the package that it comes with. Switch that up. Get rid of the yeast that comes on the top of the can of goo. Get rid of that. Use some 05 or 04 Nottingham, something like that. That'll drastically improve it. What else you can do is just time, man. Let it condition in the bottles for a long time, and they actually do come around. But it's been a few years since I've done that. But I thought it'd be fun. And somebody mentioned it the other day, so you know what? I think I might do Mr. Beer. They've got some new kits out, craft beer kits they call them. But I'll be the decider of that, Mr. Beer. Cheers, gang. Hope you're all well. Reach out. Tell me what's up. Say hey. Kick me in the ass for not brewing. It's coming. I keep fucking promising it's going to happen real soon. Real soon. September. Probably September, because it'll start cooling down and I won't be out drinking on a boat so much. And that's it, guys. If you like the channel, subscribe, If you like the video, like. You don't, feck it, don't bother. Head over to Make Beer Easy. If you want to sign up, I got updates now. You can sign up to get email updates when I put new stuff out and all that fancy shit that I don't really know much about. But there you have it, guys. Have yourselves a good weekend. It's Friday. It's Friday, yeah. Have a good one, guys. Big Robb is out. Oh, yeah.